Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Hello. What up? Hey, hi. Hi there. It's me. It's Kozen. Chilling out, max and relaxing, all cool. Watching some StarCraft. Been a long time out of school, but... need new PC. Why do you need a new PC? Oh, for casting. I see. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Are you really Kozen? Yeah, it's me. It's the one and only. I'm in the lobby already. So are the players. Looking pretty smooth so far. Let me turn on this music. So we have the background. I feel like you're fake Kozen. Well, if I was fake Kozen, then the name would be fake Kozen. Now, wouldn't it? Instead of really Kozen. I'm the European Kozen. That's something you could say. There's a GM American Terran Kozen as well. But I'm the European Kozen. And also the really Kozen, you know. I'd say the American one is the fake one. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I've been Kozen ever since my, well, Burning Crusade days in World of Warcraft, I guess. And I'm sticking to it. Not giving up so easy. The Butcher of Names getting busted and the games haven't even started. Oof. Oof. Well, maybe I am ready as well. Man, I hope I don't get busted too much. AsTeR Fox, welcome as well. Welcome. Having a good one, I hope. Let's watch some StarCraft 2 together. Be careful, Faz. Yeah, Faz needs to be careful, shouldn't he? Rock. Why? I don't know. Right, because I'm fake? Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. This is a rough one for me. I don't know where I'm supposed to take that either. I'm not sure if there's a joke in there. Probably missing it. Anyway. Doesn't matter. We got some StarCraft 2 for you and me and us to see. It's for you and me to see StarCraft 2. Probably best if I don't sing. Also, I gotta watch my posture here a little bit. There we go. It's better. Into the game. Into the game. This is a first map. I chose it, so if you like the map, then you have me to thank. It's Thunderbird, as we all know and love. Right here, we will start off our best of 7 series. In the top left corner of the map, there is a, well, potentially Dutch, according to these colors. The orange color, very Dutch-like. He is the Terran. He is a Psych. His opponent in the bottom right side of the map is a green Zerg player. His name is AsTeR. I hope I'm butchering that sufficiently. To stick with my nickname. AsTeR? I don't know. AsTeR? That would be C, right? C-E, if it was Ace. So it's AsTeR. AsTeR. Well, no. I don't know. Probably Easter. Just call him Easter. There's some barracks over here, as we can see. The Overlord will spot them eventually. If he does feel like hurrying up a little bit, I'm sure that Mr. AsTeR would appreciate that. So far, though, still not a clue. Right now, he does see it. Let's go on his camera, actually. See if he... Okay, he already notices immediately. Very nice reaction there. It would take me about 6 minutes, of course, to see that on the mini-map. But AsTeR here, realizing immediately and taking actions as well. Showing why he is the person here doing the show match and not I. I'm just talking about it. Trying to hype it up a little bit as much as I can. There's no SCV gonna be able to finish this bunker in the world right here. Unless if those 2 Marines actually help out as well at the same time. The drones now going for the Marines, actually going back for the SCV. A little bit of indecision there. Seemingly alright. Well, I was wrong. There's a bunker. gonna be finished up. The Zerglings trying their best to keep the Marines away from that bunker, but unfortunately for him, it does finish up. Another Marine coming in, and it does manage to get in there. 3 Marines shooting away. Actually, this spine crawler still kind of far away from building or being completed. Maybe it would have been better to have it a little bit further away. Oh my dear lord, that spine crawler is so low, and now it's dead. Alright, there we go. And the second bunker is about to finish up here. That's kind of tough. A tough situation for Mr. AsTeR. And I'm not sure if he will hold. Alright, the bunker is on fire. That's a good start. No more bunker support here. Is he going to build a second spine crawler? No, not yet. Maybe not at all. There's behind this, of course, a command center as well coming down. And a factory also already produced for Mr. Psych. Is Mr. Psych now in a tremendous position in this game? Put himself in a very good spot. Even if he loses these Marines without doing any further damage, he already kind of secured himself in a marvelous situation here. 24 workers versus 14. That's quite a dominating lead. Should have made them played the new maps. Oh, that could have been a good call, actually. What's up, Vindicta? How you doing, friend? Fast proxy all the buildings. Yes, proxying all the buildings is, of course, the best way to go about your Zerg. Well, I mean, Terran versus Zerg. Almost said it wrong there. I fixed myself. Anyway, so... AsTeR. I don't know. It's hard to pronounce, right? I don't know how to pronounce it with a singular S. I don't know. Right? It's a mystery to me. Alright, anyway. We are seeing singular Hellions being created here. From Psych. Obviously not having as much money as he had before. What? Why'd he send both back? I don't know. I don't know, why wouldn't he send both back, Vindicta? He needs them in his base. He doesn't want to have to... Well, I guess he could send one in for a scout, I guess. Yeah, that's true. But then he would lose it, and now he doesn't have to remake another barracks, right? That's a thing that happens sometimes. Maybe he will invest a scan as well. Gamer Richie saying there's a Brexit going on. I would say there is, yeah. Yep, one day it's gonna happen. We don't know when, we don't know how, we don't know it. Well, we know if, right? I guess it will happen, but as long as that happens in the most miraculous of ways, where really nothing really happens overall, I feel like, and the entire society will be happy with it. Of the British people, of the United Kingdom. I believe. It still confuses me which ones are part of the United Kingdom and which ones are part of just the British. I don't know. Probably the British or just the UK. Well, that is the same thing though, isn't it? The UK and the United Kingdom. Alright, there we go. Let's just stop talking about that before I embarrass myself even further. There is a lay attack here on the way, as well as a Spire. Third base being produced as well by Mr. Green Zerg. A Liberator and a Viking on the way here, ready to do some aggression. Tokon, how you doing? Oh, that's some good banglings actually. Ready there to defend the lay attack here. And of course all the little drones that accompany it. Now there is the third base on the way here for Psych as well. There's a lot of Marines and Steam Pack on the way. +1/+1 also in production right now. We're seeing probably gonna see a lot more in the production tab if we are gonna click on that button over here. The Liberator still alive, still a potential threat. Needs to be careful of the Spore Crawler though, needs to move a little bit further. There we go, right. Now gonna force that Spore Crawler to reposition here, as we are seeing Hellion still being a little bit of a threat as well, but mostly for just creep. Alright, that's very unfortunate. Thought he had duked him by moving back and then moving forth again. And then just You know what? Never mind. The sport crawler got him there in the end. That is the important bit. Lost another bet. Never bet on Polish Football League. Pro tip. Alright, I'll try not to. I will try to avoid that type of situation. Viking flying back now. Now 2 medevacts filled up with the Marines. With the stim pack available as well. Are gonna poke ahead on this creep area over here. Probably a good scan gonna come down. Let's see if the banelings will be able to get a good connection here, or if Mr. Psych is just gonna lift up. Actually, with the Mutalisk, he's not gonna be able. Okay, well, he might be able to pick up. It's gonna be tricky though. He might still have to run away here. Needs to target down those banelings. If he does that, it's still gonna be kind of worth. Actually, just gonna go for the Zerglings so far. Well, I've been proven wrong again. The Hellions actually jumping on the opportunity to kill off those Hellions for me. There's enough Marines still here to help against those Mutalisk. Should be a-okay. More Mutalisk and Zerglings though in the production queue. Actually, more drones right now. Should be starting up a 4th base, you would imagine, pretty soon. There it is. What's this? There's a Viking, a lonely Viking trying to find a Overlord friend to become BFFs with and share Facebook information. There they go. Where are the Mutalisks when you need them? Well, there they are. Try and find some damage of their own. Of course, luckily for the Terran folk, they do not have overlords flying around, so it's going to be more difficult for them to truly find someone to harass as lethally as the Viking is. Of course, the Viking now fully aware that there is a 4th base on the way. Good stim here, saving that siege tank. Just in the nick of time. What else? Drilling claws are on the way. We are seeing +2/+2 with armor upgrade as well for the vehicles coming up. +1/+1 still on the way as actually. Psych is gonna have +2/+2 for the +1/+1 upgrades. I'm guessing that's because of the way the opening went, of course. AsTeR really in a pinch at that time. Almost had half the workers of Psych. And now this is probably the repercussions that he is suffering. The +1/+1 being ever so delayed. Not much else really. I guess he should be rather happy that he is still in a reasonable position here. Baneling speed actually also still very far from finishing, and I would want Baneling speed against this amount of Marines. That would be very, very nice. Let's see, a good pre-split coming out of Psych here. Psych now stimming forward once again. Getting ready to start splitting off again more units and pre-splitting once more. Doing a pretty good job at keeping AsTeR here in a tough situation where he will have to keep reducing those Zerglings instead of drones. Of course, behind this... oh my dear lord, those banelings are getting close. Needs to start splitting off units again. Alright, that is a nice job there. Zoning them out with the siege tanks. Now the Marines coming forward again. Is this gonna be the moment in time? That's not a lot of banelings here, actually. As long as he splits properly. There we go. That's beautiful. And that should be it, honestly. That's all she wrote. Psych taking the first game. And to be honest, well, it would have been very, very rough. If he lost that game, where he got so far ahead with his original opening, right? Killing off that many drones and that many Zerglings as well. Forcing that many Zerglings. Killing off the Spine Crawler. Killing off a Queen, I believe, as well. And then still losing. That would spell some doom and gloom for our Terran player there. But luckily for him, he manages to make it a clean exit. And a clean GG for him after doing that initial burst of damage. Sniper telling everyone not to bet on sports ever. Just on horses. Horses are a sport as well though, aren't they? They're horse sports. the race tracks, you call them? The horse tracks? I don't know if how exactly you would call them, but yeah, it would be the... I think it's still sport. Anyway, at least some people would call it a sport. The same way that we call, you know, esports still a sport. That's pretty much it. Anyway. AsTeR is butchering Psych. What are you talking about, Sniper? That was the opposite of what we just saw happening. Never bet on Koreans or Poles. Well, were you betting for GSL versus the world, Tokon? Is that what this is about? Were you betting on... I mean, if you betted on the Polish in GSL versus the world, that would be good. Right? Right, and of course, guys, do make sure to use that code for the match arena. The Nightbot did just put it in the chat. We got a little bit of downtime, of course, until the next game starts. Just hop on over there. Let me actually take you guys there for a brief moment here. There we go. If we look at this, right, all we gotta do... Oh boy, I misclicked. All we gotta do is not misclick, right? You sign in. You say Twitch. That's what I do anyway. Twitcheroo and contribute. Coupon code. There it is. Contribute. Voila. Beautiful. It's as easy as that. Alright, now looking into the game. It has already started. Let me fix up the scores and then we will talk about this situation over here. There we go. In the top left corner of the map, we have the orange Terran player. He is called Psych. Taking our first game quite convincingly with his proxy build. And then just rolling over his opponent in the bottom right side. The green Zerg player. His name is AsTeR. 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 One of those is potentially less insulting to him than the other ones. Oh, dear Lord. Alright, anyway. Actually, Koreans seem to have one team that wins and the rest of them that are garbage. Okay. That's interesting. So I can always bet on that one. Alright. Is this how you make your money? Just betting, Token? Is that it? See, Faz bet on Korean ping pong. Really? You bet on Korean ping pong? Faz, is that your thing that keeps you busy? Your occupation? Korean ping pong better. Alright. Anyway. We're seeing a lot of links, actually. That's a spawning pool first, guys. I'm awake. I'm awake. I played quite a bit of StarCraft 2 as well myself today. It was not pretty. It was pretty much a cringe fest as well. Again, once more. And then it evolved into a salt fest later on. As I didn't feel like I was winning as many games as I should have, of course. As sometimes occurs in StarCraft, right? You mess up and then you lose a game. And then you're like, well, I should have won that one. And then it, you know, you just, it's what happens to me. Anyway, what's going on? These links, they were made. There's a spawning pool really quickly, but they're not really doing anything. I mean, there was a command center on the low ground here, and I could have tried to at least go over there, right? There's only a Reaper and a Marine. Maybe AsTeR perhaps overestimate or overestimating Psych? Underestimating Psych? Probably overestimating Psych and underestimating his own capabilities here with those early slings. Now a singular Reaper is gonna come out. Try his best to figure out what is going on in his base. Of course, the Link's already in a good position. Actually, they got juked. as much as a Reaper can duke some couple of links. Now the Reaper is going to try his best to get out again, but 2 queens are waiting for his arrival, and there we go. Taking him out for some tea with sharp needles that they shoot out. We got salties. We got 2 salty for cubs, and yeah. It's a weird one. Anyway, we are seeing Stimpack on the way. Lay Attack also already in development. That's rather early. Previous round he also kind of made a quick Lay Attack, at least as quick as he could have, taking that much economic damage. It was very early on. Now a Viking first as well. This is wonderful stuff, making sure that those overlords obviously don't poke in their mugs in businesses that they really shouldn't. Except for this one, of course, that is seeing absolutely everything. That's quite unfortunate. There is the Viking. Like, oh, this is my job, guys, so I'm sorry. I'm here. I know I'm late. Now, finally, killing off the Overlord there. Very well done. Now, let's take a look at these Hellions, actually. They might be able to do some stuff here. And that's quite a couple of drone kills, and gotta say, that's more drone kills than I originally thought these Hellions would get, honestly, with the amount of Queens and Zerglings already here. That's a remarkable good amount of worker damage there dealt by Psych, and Psych now once again ahead in the worker counts. This is his Zerg opponent, not too shabby. Really good stuff actually coming out of Psych. Psych showing us what he's made of. And you know what? Actually, engineering bay on the way as well. Is that just 2 engineering bays again? It is. And the Mutalisks are going to be a lot earlier than they were before, right? So Psych won't have the massive amount of Marines to deal with them. But AsTeR is going to have to deal with the Liberator first. And of course, he's going to have to redrone quite a bit here after having lost, well, 14 workers already. Only on the 6-minute mark here. Oh, that queen is in trouble. Oh my dear lord, that was close. Alright, queen doesn't give up so easily though. Still poking away at that Liberator. The Liberator now deciding it's going to shoot some larvae instead. And oh my dear lord, it's actually going to get out as well. That is quite bonkers. Alright, well, that is very nice for Mr. Psych. He's going to be able to save that one and return it home. Maybe repair it up as well. This is some pretty good creep red actually from AsTeR coming out. Look at that. That is a nice creep highway. A long, thick highway of creep here. Rolling out, and well, I guess it's just in a singular location in a way, right? He is going to move over here with his queens to help out that situation over there as well. Start pushing northward, but over here it's still a little bit lackluster, and he is actually expanding this way, so I wouldn't have minded actually if he expanded here, just because he has so much creep over that on that location. But then again, of course, it would be so much closer for the Terran to start pushing into there, so I'm not sure if that would have been beneficial for him, or how beneficial for him it would have been. But yeah, this amount of creep obviously is going to help out a lot if he wants to set up any sort of flanks, even flanks full. If the Terran pushes into this location, he can quite nicely run around. Or, of course, if the Terran pushes into this location, it's kind of easy for the Zerg to then set up some sort of a flank here. Now, Lynx and Banelings being pulled over here. Perhaps he thought there was a medevac instead of a Liberator for a moment there. And now on the other side of the map, the Marines are actually stimming in here. Surprise! We were on the other side of the map. But of course here are the Mutalisks as well. We're seeing a lot of Lynx here actually not doing so great. Banelings still just hanging back here. Now finally making that way in, rotating in. That some good connections there, but still 9 more workers did go down. A lot of Lynx also went down. Psych still trading out rather nicely, I have to say. And also, of course, he does have his 3rd base up and rolling. Does he have a 4th on the way already? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Alright, so just sticking on the 3 base for now. He's going to try to move out perhaps again with the Marines. Wonder if he's going to take any siege tanks with him as well. Doesn't appear so. Actually, just rolling out with 2 Marines here. Yeah. Still a deadly force. Not as potent as 2 Adepts, but of course the 2 Marine combo. A wonderful thing that we don't get to see as much as we want to. Alright, drilling class on the way again. +2/+2 also already on the way. And once more, actually, we are seeing AsTeR, his +1/+1 being so delayed here. Now +2/+2 is again gonna be finished up before AsTeR has actually +1/+1 here for his links. Which is quite remarkable. Perhaps just him trying to get those Mutalisks out a little bit quicker. Maybe to defend against those medevac drops or liberators as well. But it delays his upgrades by ever so much. And those upgrades are really important, especially against Terran. And if the Terran is going hard on those upgrades, maybe it would be quite nice for those Mutalisks to see something. Try to get some damage on the other side of the map. How you doing, Maples? What's up with you? I voted for you this morning for Nation Wars, eh? Anyway. Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream. Hope you will enjoy this one. There's a lot of creep actually cleared up here for Psych, but of course, AsTeR right on top of his creep spreading. He's doing a really good job with it, I have to say. Gotta commend him at that one. Doing a good job just pushing through here. Actually, now it's just Lynx trying to nibble away here. A good reaction timing though from Psych. Moving in there with his Marines. Ready to push those Lynx backwards. But as AsTeR sees those units on the other side, he's gonna try to move in at the top location actually. And oh my dear lord. I mean, he had really good creep spread, but those Marines are really good at just clearing it out, aren't they? Banelings now looking for good connections. Oh wow, did you see that pull away from the Widowmine? And that's a lot of SCV kills actually coming out of AsTeR here. The Banelings making beautiful connections. And if he didn't pull away from that Widowmine, those 2 in front, then wow, that would have been absolutely amazing for Psych, of course. But instead, Widowmine only connecting onto 2. But here is Psych, though, still having a very large army. AsTeR, I'm not sure how many Banelings he has right now. No Banelings actually available, which means Psych is going to be able to get in a marvelous location here. There's not enough Mutalisk and there's not enough Zerglings here to deal with this. At the moment, he really needs those Banelings, although he is still doing some damage of his own on the other side of the map. But it is still, of course, a 3 base versus 3 base, and that does give the Terran the advantage here. Now, Mutalisk, Zerglings, and Banelings. More Banelings need to get produced. Alright, those are massive connections, actually, and that should be enough. Oh my god, there's still Widowmines. Massive Widowmine hits, actually, hidden underneath the siege tanks and the medevacs. Now, those Mutalisks so incredibly low, need to be ever so careful. Alright, I think maybe AsTeR may have done it. He may have held here for now. Going to be able to pick off all these siege tanks, but he did lose quite a lot of units here for the price. Luckily, he didn't lose too many of his Mutalisk. I think, oh, actually 13 Mutalisk already went down. Couple more Marines over here. Now, with the drilling class, of course, he's going to need a Overseer in this location to deal with this. He really needs to deal with these Widowmines and can't just let them sit there. That would be absolutely horrible, because look at this. This is just going to happen over and over again with whatever is walking past this location here. It's very difficult to deal with. Now, Psych on this spot right here on the right side of the map, making a big push. Actually, just Mutalisk now available. More Lynx being produced. But the Lynx, oh my dear lord, alright. Luckily not getting hit by that Widowmine over there. Still trading out. Oh my dear lord, that is so close. Alright. What is happening? Oh, the Baneling Nest gets sniped. That's also a very, very big deal now. Oh my dear heavens. That is a nice pick off on the Queen here. And the creep isn't even anymore available in the main. And, well, I say main, but yeah, this is pretty much the main base for the Zerg right now. GG being called. And Psych taking a 2-0 lead so far. So really good job. I'm doing well. Great casting. Thank you, dude. That's it's nice of you. I try my best, you know. I try really, really hard. I need maybe a little bit more practice overall. Just strategizing, pronunciation, and you know, maybe increase my vocabulary a little bit here and there. And I think I'll do a lot better. But yeah, overall, good stuff. Anyway, GM Twitch chat reporting for duty. Welcome, The Cure. You are a band, by the way, as well, The Cure. Is that why you did call yourself The Cure? Or are you like some sort of Protoss player that's really good at PvZ? And then you called yourself The Cure as in like, kind of a lol way. Yeah, I'm inspired by them. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a good band. Dust, welcome as well, buddy. GG indeed. A good second game there from Psych. Wait, did we alternate? Alright, same channel. Let me see. We are alternating to the EU. Alright, fair enough. Gonna have to jump back and forth between these two regions, it seems. Let me figure out what the channel was again. There it is. Macro beta. What's the cure to balance wine? I guess, yeah, macro beta. Micro beta. Just not die. Forehead. Oh, yeah, but I don't know. I like to balance wine sometimes myself. If I'm in the mood, of course. You know, if I just gotten Protoss a little bit. Or Zergs as well. Right, Banelings hitting all my Marines, and I didn't split in time. Well, believe you me, I'll make a remark about Banelings. Or Storm as well, or Siege Tanks, or like Liberators, Banshees, Battle Cruisers, anything that's beating me at the time. I'll tell them off. I'll let them know that they hurt my feelings. Alright. Oh, anyway. We are ready for the next game. Pick up your units before they die. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good thing to do. Am I a little bit pink on the screen right here? I think so. Let me try to fix that, actually. Yeah, it's weird. Because I don't really have good lighting, honestly. I just use natural lighting, as they say. Let me see if we can... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing I'm doing here. Saturate... No, probably not. Probably not. White balance, that should be the one. Interesting. Now we're yellow, now we're orange. Oh, we're close. I think this... No. It's as close as we'll get. Okay, and now we went fully dark. That's just funny, isn't it? You know what? I think we can fix it though. We'll fix it later on. Let's do this game first. Oh, Cousin needs his green screen. Yes, I do, Faz. But you know what else is green? It's this Zerg in the bottom right corner of the map. Now 2 games behind. He is in a little bit of trouble. Give him all your powers, all your strength, all the best of cheers. It is the Green Zerg AsTeR. 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 I don't know. Oh, it's a rough one. It's a rough one, guys. I don't know. Well, I am still the butcher of names after all. Anyway, his opponent, 2-0 right now. 2 games ahead in the score. It's the orange Terran player. He is a Psych. Oh, good. Scroll in a little bit more there. Look at this. He's doing this again. What a cheeky boy. What a cheeky little boy. Well, we all know how this is going to end, right? No, let me tell you. He's gonna make marines. He's gonna make a bunker. The spawning pool is pretty late here. It's not gonna get out there in time. The probes or the drones will have to be pulled to try and deny this from going up. He doesn't have a clue yet that there is a bunker there. Right now he does. Think that happens. He is fully aware. Oh, that's a nice block actually for that second bunker. That second bunker now being quite delayed here. Now the drone's actually gonna go straight for the marine, which is a good call actually. He's gonna try to keep the... Oh, my dear lord, please block the marine. Oh, AsTeR, you poor son of a gun. Trying his best to catch these marines as they are trying to get in the bunker. Gets one though, but for the price of like 3 drones in total here. Alright, 4 drones in total here. That is not nice at all. And now Psych is making a little bit of a wall off in the wrong base. But as long as it works, it's the right base, right? So, alright, that SCV did get picked off. Now things are looking a little bit difficult here for AsTeR. I'm not sure. He's probably gonna have to wait for that queen to pop out as well. Should be able to have enough time here. Oh dear lord. Alright, he's gonna try to go for the surround. Actually hesitating there a little bit and losing quite a lot of zerglings before he actually starts nibbling onto that bunker. And the bunker now finally on fire. But yeah, maybe waiting for that queen would have been the right call, just to make that queen tank a little bit of damage and then have those zerglings do a lot more damage that way. Now this is a marvelous trade for Psych, of course, and look at this, because AsTeR is having to build so many zerglings. He only has 13 drones right here, right now, and that is not a nice place to be as a zerg. The queen coming in as well. The zerglings aren't gonna let more marines harass the mineral line here. Maybe just one. Actually, the queen has something to say. The queen, come on, queen, you can take this. Queen, what are you doing, queen? No! Queen, stop it! Stop this! No, my dear lord. Zerglings, help her. Okay, there we go. Thank God that happens. Alright, now AsTeR, being a smart little boy, deciding, you know what, I'm quite behind on workers. I'm just gonna do a aggression as well. On the other side of the map, he's making banelings. He's making drones as well for some reason. Oh, my dear lord. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not sure if that's the right call. Maybe the right call would have been just to march in here with a lot of banelings and a lot of zerglings, but instead actually he realizes that there are those hellions available and now just deciding to not go in at all with his units here. He made the baneling nest, he made a lot of zerglings, he made the banelings too, even though he was already behind economically speaking, and now he's not being able to do any sort of damage with them either. Oh, that is quite worrisome, I have to say. We might be seeing a very, very quick lead of 3-0 here, coming out for Psych, who now is making his, well, way towards the second base. Actually, well, AsTeR does have his third base on the way. I guess he is only 2 workers behind, but of course, with mules being there as well. Let's take a look. Yeah, that is quite a orange little wave going down there. That is that's a Terran smile, but a Zerg frown, as we can see. On the graph illustrates it all, honestly. Now, a lot of drones are being produced. There are still a couple of banelings, I suppose, so he should be okay against Hellion run-bys. There is a Liberator on the way as well. The Liberator, let's take a look. There's only 1 queen available here, so the Liberator should be doing quite a bit still. Or at least deny some mining here for a little bit. Third base now being done as well. That should help out. Especially if he does get pressured on a main base, then he should still be able to mine from the other base. Liberator now coming in, already setting up in that little cheeky corner here, making it more difficult for the Zerg to deal with this. And there he goes. Alright, Looting at the Queen not being pulled away actually in time. And here we see it actually being a little bit preoccupied with these Hellions. And the Hellions also though, well at least the Hellions do get dealt with very nicely. But, oh my dear lord, 3 drones and a Queen getting killed here by the Liberator. And so much mining is being denied here. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing stuff coming out of Psych. Doing a marvelous job here. Making the Zerg's life absolutely miserable. Alright, 2 medevacs with Marines now loaded up as well. Gonna add to the pressure here. Make it even more difficult for AsTeR to make those drones. And force them into even more banelings, more Zerglings. The one thing that he kind of wants to avoid right now. He did finally pull ahead though on the work account, but it's been so long now in favor of Psych, as we see there. Actually, oh, I want to show it, but I guess this is more important to see these Marines battle here. Maybe if we put it up there in the top, we can kind of see it both at the same time. They are being dealt with. So that's pretty good, honestly. I thought he was going to have to make more Zerglings for this. Actually, he did have to make more Zerglings for this. Wonderful casting. Alright. Still managing to pick off 2 more drones and then getting out of there again. And immediately sending out the second wave. 2 more medevacs ready for war. Coming in to deal that damage on the other side of the map, as 2 Zerglings do luckily scout this out. So should be already fully aware that this is coming his way. That's a lot of links ready to try and deal with this, but actually I'm not sure if he has enough. Right, 10 banelings now in production. Baneling speed still though pretty far away. Gonna be difficult. That's not enough links. AsTeR, please don't try this. AsTeR, please. Oh my dear lord, he really wants to save this hatchery, but he's just wasting Zerglings now and still losing that base as well at the same time. That is not what you want to have happen. Oh, he could have maybe had some banelings on the ramp here as well. That would have been a pretty good move, but right here, Psych now feeling pretty confident, feeling good, coming forwards, going for those drones and just picking up. Being absolutely fine once again. Picking off 3 more drones, or perhaps 2 with the one that was from the base as well. Now AsTeR being forced to take this as a 4th base. And being produced pretty much at the same time as the 4th base of Psych is as well. Now we are seeing Hive Tech on the way. So AsTeR will be able to start some sort of high tier 3 tech unit. Gonna wonder if it's gonna come out in time though. Most likely not. The Hive only halfway done, and this is a lot of Marines and siege tanks marching across the map, making their way towards the Zerg base. That's a lot of banelings still though, already right now. The siege tanks, are they gonna get into a good position? One already is, and it looks like they all will, right? And most of them aren't sieged yet though. The banelings coming in, need to be careful not to hit on top of those. Oh my dear lord. All of them exploding on top of that siege tank, and now no more banelings remaining. That's still quite a handful of Marines. More than you bargained for, AsTeR. I'm not sure this might be it. A very quick 3-0 coming out here from Psych. I think he may have done it. AsTeR must be coming to grips right now to his unfortunate loss. And as we can see, he's still trying really hard, so alright, there it is. GG. Very, very unfortunate that for Mr. AsTeR. But that means we're already going into game number 4 and match point for Psych. I'm gonna have to fix my webcam here for a moment. Let me see. Done. Alright, let me... I think I know how to fix this. Oh, right. I know. Hey, I did it. There we are. We're back. I'm back again. Hello. GG indeed, Mr. Dust. Mr. Dustfall too. You're very close to being a full 20 person, but just a smidge off there. Are we switching back to the US server again? Is that what's gonna go down? Let me ask them. Number 6. Faz is trying to figure it out for us as well at the same time. Faz, thank you so much. I think in one more EU then we can go back. KK, AsTeR, map pick. Ooh. Ooh, Psych. Is he expecting to lose here actually? Is he? Is that what's going on? He's saying one more in EU and then we go back? Or is that just a little bit of a taunt? Like, if I do lose, then you know what? Commercial break. You want to go to commercial? Alright. Here we go. Wait, what? Is it commercial break? You want me to go commercial break? Just type it to me. He's typing to me, don't worry. I'm confused. We will have to wait and see. Okay, they need 2 minutes. Oh, okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes break. Everyone, we have 2 minutes break. AsTeR needs a smoke. I don't blame him, honestly. It's very unfortunate. Who's still here, actually? Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. Woo! I went the wrong way. Anyway. Over here, we have the Matcherino. If you type exclamation mark Matcherino in chat, there you see it. It's coming up now. Or maybe you already saw it. Anyway, you grab that code. The little codesy. The codesy wodesy. You put it in the coupony woupon. You say contribute. I already did it. So I can't do it anymore. But you can. So make sure to do it. Give these players a little bit of extra dough. And you know what? Maybe check out these 2 sponsors here as well at the same time. Look at those guys. GameStop. 24-hour fitness. Absolutely amazing people. Helping out esports as a whole, of course. As all the commercials I will do for you. Wait. Actually, I have one more commercial to do. Which is, of course, it is the final day, guys. It's the final day. Nation Wars. Vote now. Right, I think I already did it. Did I already do it? Let me see. United States. Oh, I still got to do it. Alright, well, here we go. That's my votes. Let's go to... let me remember where everyone is. Canada. There's the one important one as well. Mr. Maples. There we go. Who else are we voting for? Jason? Let's vote for Jason. And let's vote for Mr. Norrigra as well. I'm enjoying his work in the... I already voted 3 people. What? How did I do that? That's interesting. Alright. What else? Who else are we voting for? I'm forgetting. I know that there's one for United Kingdom as well, right? AsTeR. There's AsTeR. Look at him. That's our boy. We're watching him play right now. He's still AFK for a bit. He's still smoking. He's still on a smoke break. Voting for him, of course, is always a good thing. I'm forgetting people. Let me grab my Discord with me. Oh, God, that's private messages. Ah, I thought it would pop up in the other side. Alright, my bad. Anyway, let's take a look. Maples, alright, Mage for China. Mage. Mage kind of sounds like Maples, doesn't it? In a weird way. Mexico, Paco Mike, of course. Can't forget about him. Mexico, where is our Mexico? Mexico. Special. I cannot not vote for special, alright? That's just my little thing. Switzerland, we have Switzerland. Memba, of course. Can't forget about our dear friend Memba. And, well, those are the guys pretty much on this side. I believe there's one more that we aren't promoting actively, and that should be... Let me see. There he is, Deston. I believe he's also an Alpha X member, right? No? Maybe. I've been voting for him anyway, so... what else? What else shall we vote for? Let's just vote for some people here, alright? Let's see. Alright, well, you're playing Terran, so that is already a vote from me. You're drinking something, so that's also another vote for me. Also because you're Terran, of course. Je, also Terran. Scyther, also Terran, would get my vote. Salamander gets my vote. Bleak. And I guess Solarian as well, just because we have one left over there. This always feels so kind of, you know, why am I even bothering? But alright, anyway, we're doing it. We're sticking to it. Kalizer, let's vote for Kalizer here. Eric's a nice guy, I'm sure. And you know what, I like your face, Turkey Dano, there you go. Netix can have a vote as well. Netix, an absolute monstrosity of niceness. Do we want to vote for anyone else? Let's just vote for the Wanderer. And let's not vote for anyone else. So we're more likely to have Netix in the club. And Destan, there you go. I'm going to vote in Jarp P as well. China, we already voted for China. Chinese Taipei. China 2, basically, also known as. I don't know who to vote for here. Probably Haas, right? Haas is pretty good. Nice is pretty good. Oh, Rex. I've seen Rex play before, I think. I'm pretty sure. I casted him at one point. Goblin. Won't forget about our boy Goblin. I don't know these guys, so I'm just going to skip this one, actually. I'm not sure if I know these guys either. Maybe I do. Or I might have forgotten about it. Anyway, we'll just let people who know what they're doing decide for that one. You're playing Terrans, so we will actually vote for you. Here we go. Now, this is the interesting one, right? Now, this is my tactic, right? So I want them to have a lot of Terrans. So I'm voting Terran here as well. Are we still waiting? Oh, we're actually going into the game. Okay. I guess that's the end of my my nation was voting segment. It's my bad. Okay. Here we go. Into the next game. MT UK, hello. How are you doing, buddy? It is indeed 3-0 right now for Mr. Psych. Mr. Psych doing an absolute marvelous job at keeping AsTeR at bay. Not really giving AsTeR any kind of options or really a lot of room to work with here. Let me get that one up as well. And then we're gonna set the score so we all know what is going on. And then we're gonna go into the game. I think that was good. Was that good? I'm not even sure if that was still on camera. Regardless. It doesn't matter too much. We have, in the top right side of the map, a red Terran player. Up to 3-0 right now. It's unfortunately a little bit one-sided so far, but let's see if he can do it again. Get a clean sweep against his Zerg opponents. He is Psych. Now, of course, needing a quick little smoke break there. Getting a little bit frustrated, perhaps losing 3 games in a row, of course. 2 of them were those proxy barracks occurring on his side of the map. So perhaps not feeling as clean about that one as he wants to. I feel your pain. It's the green Zerg player. He is AsTeR. I hope I am saying that right. Probably AsTeR. AsTeR because he is from the UK. AsTeR, the Zerg player. Orbital on the way as well as a little SCV scout here, little boy. Look at that that's the new skin, isn't it? He got the new war chest. I think so, at least. Looks pretty good. The blue flames on the back there. Now, things are gonna have to kick off a little bit here. Psych not doing any type of proxy shenanigans this time. I believe AsTeR did go for a pretty safe build as well so far. Fairly safe build. Perhaps not as safe as, you know, you absolutely have to be. But you need to have that little bit of economy as well at the same time. So, not too shabby here. A little bit of a delay coming down. The Reaper trying his best to get in there as well. Gonna try to take over for the SCV. He manages to do so. If he gets this drone, that would be absolutely massive. Oh, okay, that is quite nice. Gonna delay that third base by quite a bit now just because of that. Even getting the drone kill. Also gonna get all the... Oh, Mr. Reaper. A little bit of miss micro there from Psych. Bit unfortunate there. Happens to me all the time. Then I just get surrounded by drones as I walk right over here with my Reaper. Like for some reason, even though I tell him to go here, he walks into here and then gets surrounded. I tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy what happens when I play. Anyway, luckily we're not watching me play. Hellions are on the way. Gonna be switching this around with the reactor, of course. Does have the one marine here trying to deny that overlord from scouting. Let's take a look if once this starport is created, if we are gonna see something like a battlecruiser opening here. We are seeing the Viking being produced as well, and a tech lab on the way here. See if we are gonna get to witness the fusion core in production. So far, nothing yet. Wait, did he cancel the Viking? He did, okay. Did he ever start up a Viking, or was it just always, had it always been a medevac? I don't even know anymore. At least I feel like I'm pretty sure I saw a Viking there for a moment. But Psych perhaps thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go for a medevac, and then my Hellions are going to be able to get into that main base. And this little nice, you know what, this cute wall off over here from AsTeR isn't going to be that beneficial anymore, alright. But, of course, the Link does scout out the medevac. Let's hope he spots it and does react to it. So far, maybe, perhaps it was a brief moment in time where he was preoccupied with something else, unfortunately. Now this overlord will be taken down, and as the distraction continues on, alright, here are the Hellions rolling through. The Queen, oh my god, almost blocking off those Hellions there. That was quite close. The Hellions not giving up so easily though. Being dropped on 2 locations here, that's quite interesting. Alright, now back into the main base, trying their best to find those drone kills, but actually a pretty good hold here from AsTeR, I'm sorry. And yeah, I think that was a reasonable hold. Only losing, what was it, 5 workers, I believe. Not too horrible at all. Third base here on the way for Psych as well. Also the Stimpack factory being created as well. Is that a second factory? It is, isn't it? No, wait. Actually, that's the tech lab for the factory I'm talking about. Oof, oof. Another big pick off there from the Terran player here in the top right corner. Having quite a lot of Marines. Gonna be getting ready again to start moving out with this force. Oh, pushing away the Zergling here. Gotta say I like this a lot more than going just a lot of Hellions. Just sticking to like a good, what was it, six or 5 quantity of Hellions here. And then trying to get a couple of drone kills. You're safe now from the mass circling attack from the start that are potentially coming your way. And then you can switch over to that marine production and, well, you can make the siege tanks as well, because you will be safe enough. Viking still not done hunting overlords here. Actually already on 3 kills. That's pretty good, honestly. Quite impressive there. That's a veteran overlord killer. He would officially be a serial killer right now, I believe. Or is that like at more kills? Is that like 7 kills when that happens? I don't know exactly. I would call him a serial killer. Alright, he's on oh, getting a circling as well. Add that to his kill count. His kill death ratio. Gotta be feeling pretty good about that one. Right, now there's Marines coming in. It's quite a disturbing sight they are gonna witness with all these banelings here. Oh, he was quite far away actually from those medevacs. And those medevacs do lose quite a couple of Marines. They're not gonna be able to pick them up in time. And again, AsTeR doing a lot of creep spreading here. Very nicely so. Very well mixed out as well this time. Not just one singular direction. Ensuring that he has vision all the way across. Psych though, right on top of things, gonna try his best to keep this Zerg slime from spreading into his face. Doing his absolute best here. Alright, needs to be careful. Oh, yay, that's... Okay, well, that is as good as it could have gotten as the situation occurred, I suppose, for Psych. Not losing too many of his Marines there. Now, stimming forward again. Alright, managing to pick up again in time. AsTeR not really finding a break that he wants, but this time though, he is on par with the +2/+2 upgrades. Didn't go for that very quick spy attack this time. And definitely trying something else out here. A hive tech almost ready already, and now he just wants to stay alive, wait for that hive tech to finish up, and then get some sort of heavy technology rolling in, and that most likely will be the greater spire, it is looking like. Or he might still throw down a Ultralisk Cavern as well. I don't know for sure. I'm just expecting the greater spire at this point. Nice ragtaggy group of Marines are gonna get pushed out once more. Of course, there are still the other medevacs on top as well. Gonna be able to deny that creep as much as he can. The battle for the creep, obviously a very important job to keep on top of for both players. And as further out it gets, of course, the easier it's going to get for Psych to clean it up every time. And the harder it will be for AsTeR to keep re-spreading that creep. Having his queens have to move around the map entirely all the time can be quite exhausting, honestly. Now Marines finally finding a little bit of area where the Zerglings aren't on top of them immediately. Oh my dear lord, that's a move command there for a moment. Alright. Does manage to clean that up. Once again. Now with this amount of Zerglings and Banelings, AsTeR has been on top of it. Has been doing pretty well denying damage from being dealt here with those 2 medevacs. Or well, 4 medevacs, I have to say. But of course, here comes the threat that the Terran poses. That is a lot of... Sorry, that's a lot of siege tanks, that's a lot of Marines here. But of course there is still quite a bit of creep here. There's also a good amount of infestors ready to throw down those fungals. I guess scan does reveal them though, so that is very nice. Oh my dear lord, I'm missing some counter aggression here actually. That's absolutely brilliant. AsTeR right on top of things now. Oh my god, those banelings! Those banelings getting massive connections there. Absolutely incredible connections. fungals taking place on top of the main army of Psych as well. And it looks like that smoke may have done the trick for AsTeR. AsTeR absolutely showing us that he's not to be dealt with that easily. And definitely sticking into this game. Psych. GG's out. Oh my dear lord. We are maybe on the way for a, you know what, a clean sweep backwards. The reverse all kill, as they say. Well, the reverse kill. Is it just a reverse kill? It's not really an all kill in this situation, is it? Oh well. Woo! He just needed our power. He needed our votes for the nation wars. And we saw him take the map. Very, very well done. That was quite something else. Honestly, I was kind of expecting Psych to just throw it there for a little bit. I can confirm, by the way, it's called AsTeR. AsTeR. I mean, he's from the UK, so not, you know, normally they would pronounce things as well, it's not ours. It's not ours. It's AsTeR. AsTeR. Not AsTeR. But alright, we'll stick with AsTeR. Oh, dear lord. Well, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I know, but you shouldn't realize that you don't pronounce the A as a, like, you know, like dancing or dancing. Oh, wait. I think I'm just confused. Am I confused? I might be confused. It's definitely in ours. Oh, well. Oh, well. I blame my Dutchness, alright? It's my, I'm Dutch. Can't help myself. I just make a fool of myself whenever I say anything. Right. We are rotating back to NA. I completely almost forgot about that. Talking about names and such for a little bit too long there. Luckily, I'm having a good time though, switching back and forth servers. I'm not getting disconnected. Let me have a quick drink as well. Just set it up so then I can drink as the loading screen continues. Cyberforce, that area is. I'm gonna talk about me being late again. Probably. Oh, actually, I'm, oh, wait, it's King's Cove. Alright. We got the wrong map. Not my fault. Not my fault this time. I'm doing good. AsTeR. We will stick with AsTeR then. AsTeR. AsTeR. AsTeR, right? Dance, as, us. I think I'm onto something there. Still, I'm not sure though, but well, oh well. We're stuck with it now, alright? One day I'm gonna ask these players ahead of time to go in the voice channel with me, and then I will try to pronounce their name until they say, yeah, that's how you should pronounce it. And then, you know what, maybe that way we will figure some stuff out. And I will stop butchering names on this much of a frequent basis. That would be rather nice, wouldn't it? Anyway. What's going on? Why are people not joining the lobby? Join the lobby and let's have a good time. Join the lobby and let's play StarCraft 2 all day. Join the lobby and we'll play a game. I will talk about it every day. Boom, 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 boom. StarCraft 2. Here we go. Oh, I should make a tune song. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. I should make a tune song for the Golden Minerals show as well. Actually, I think Vindicta is still here, right? I made a thumbnail today for the show. try to send it to you on Discord, actually. I'm kind of curious what you think. You know, I'm just gonna talk about something completely else. Wait, that's the wrong one. Previews. I think it's here. No, wait, it's not here. Oh, wait, that's something else I want to do, but that's not ready yet. So, I'm still working on that one. Twitch things? No. Where did I put it? Oh, I remember. There it is. And then it should be here. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Show fast the thumbnail as well. Alright. Show the thumbnail to everyone. Alright, one sec. Alright. We are in game though. You know what? I'll do it after this game. I'll upload it to like Imgur or something, and then we'll get into it. All right, we'll get into it after this one. Let me update the score, and then we will do the game. All right. Let me have a quick drink while I'm off camera. Ugh. I needed that one. Alright, so. Oh god. Okay. Let the professionalism continue. Alright, in the bottom right corner of the map, we have a green Zerg player hailing from the United Kingdom. He's known as AsTeR. AsTeR. I think I'm still saying something wrong there. AsTeR? AsTeR. The airs of the stir. Stirring the airs. And then in... God, what am I saying? In the top left corner of the map, we have a orange Terran player. I hope he doesn't hate me after this. What am I supposed to say? AsTeR? AsTeR. It's still gonna... It's really difficult, okay? It's really difficult. In the top left corner of the map, we have an orange Terran player. 3 games ahead right now, still on match point. He is Psych. I know, I didn't mean to. Oh. It's because AsTeR is like, it means star, right? It means star, and then this AsTeR, I don't know. AsTeR, I don't know. It's a rough one. Alright, links now in the natural here. Gonna be able to pick off the SCV, making this command center, and that is a good start. That's gonna slow down Psych here quite a bit, I have to say. Psych not taking the opportunity though to return the favor with the Reaper, and now a lot of SCVs are being pulled here. Are gonna have to fight off these Zerglings with their little tiny cufty fists, and actually a lot of SCVs going down. 5 SCVs going down so far. And this is what happened the previous time when we saw that quick spawning pool, but he didn't march across the map, even though there was only 1 Marine and 1 Reaper. He just kind of stuck to his side of the map. AsTeR bringing it back from the right side of the map. Not giving up so easily, is he? No siree. Reaper still alive though. Of course, don't forget to use that Maturino code as well. Thank you, Faz, for doing that. It's the same with Faz, right? I can say Faz or I can say Faz. Faz. And then how would you differentiate? Right? Other than, well, this one's from the UK, that one's from the US. And if AsTeR is from the UK, It should be AsTeR. Right, I should stop talking about this. I'm gonna talk about the green Zerg and the orange Terran player. The green Zerg in a little bit of trouble here. Lay attack already on the way though. Is he gonna do the same thing as we saw before, where he will go for that very quick spire? Phase. What do you mean phase? It's phase or phase? Phase. I don't know. Phase. Phase. Use the force, Phase. We should, like, why can't we all just be called Fiddlestick? Or like... Rumpel. Rumpel's an easy name. Psych. Psych is an easy name. Bob. Bob is an easy name. Fedora. Fedora is pretty easy, right? No? Right, well, this Viking's in trouble. The Viking's no longer in trouble, he's okay. The orange Viking is okay. There's this orange siege tank over here. And there's the green overlord over there. Ah. What do you mean with English? What do you mean with English? Just like Faz? You want it to be Faz. So the American pronunciation. It's not gonna happen, Faz. I am the butcher of names. Oh, dear Lord. Relentless in his butchery of everything deemed holy and names. Other words that are just regular words for everyone else, except for me for some reason. Anyway. 2 medevacs coming along. Like, I don't mind if people call me Kozan or Kozan, you know, I don't mind. Why am I still on this? I can't stop anymore. Somebody stop me, please. Alright, someone start like a different sort of subject I can... Okay, Banelings coming in on top of the Marines. The Marines now hurrying up into those medevacs. But, of course, being chased down by those Mudmuds. Mudmuds in trouble, though, because the Marines did drop out of the medevac there in a good position. Now, the Banelings do have something to say about that, of course. They don't like it when their Mudmuds are being shot at. So, the Banelings coming in again with the suppression of the Mutalisk. Alright, 1 medevac already going down. That boost is about to end here. And wow, Psych actually completely giving up on those units there. We are losing viewers rapidly. This is not good. I'm crumbling. Fez. What's this token? I need to see this. You're just bringing it up again. Yeah, that's a Fez. That's why it should be. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Anyway, we have Drilling Claws once again on the way. Psych really using those efficiently, continuously throughout this entire series so far. +2, +2, again +2, +2, so quick. And of course those quick Mutalisk really delaying that +1, +1 for the green Zerg here. That's a Moroccan cap. Alright. Alright, that's good to know, guys. That's good to know. That's useful information. Alright, 5th base on the way here for the green Zerg. I'm panicking now. I don't... Alright, more supply depots are being created. Again, great creep spread is occurring here on the map. Circling's trying a run by. Unfortunately, the Terran hasn't left the base yet, so... This caster is broken. Screw you, you're the one who broke me. You broke me. Anyway. +2/+2 on the way still. Hive tech, actually that's quite a early hive tech again, but once more there's such an enormous force pushing out here before that hive tech is actually completed, and let's see how much damage he can do before that hive tech actually manages to produce some sort of units here. One Widowmine already going off on top of a couple of banelings here, pre-splitting a little bit with the Marines. Needs to scan to clear out the creep here. Right, there it is. So now leapfrogging ahead with those siege tanks. A big flank actually coming up here, and now the banelings running in from all the sides. This is looking very good for our green Zerg player. Completely wiping the floor with the entirety of the Terran force, except for this little bit of Terran force in the natural base, actually. Still managing to find quite a bit of damage. 5 workers being killed. Oh, almost getting that Overlord. That would be a nice pick of 2. Don't get them though, of course. A little bit unfortunate, and now they are stuck here. Very, very unfortunate. But anyway. Moving out again, and this side's still completely empty of creep, actually. I'm curious if that is a thing that Psych... Well, he didn't really do it himself, did he? Well, he's casting StarCraft 2. There has to be something wrong with him anyway. The new bioskins look so shiny. Yeah, they do, don't they? It's pretty nice. Look at that. He's pushing forward again. Clearing out more creep. That's so many creep tumors though. He's might need a second scan here. Alright, he doesn't. Well, okay, he does actually. Okay, there we go. Clearing out more tumors. Very nice. Another scan going down. And the entirety of the creep highway is gone now. Where are the queens? The queens did get taken down as well, but the green Zerg player is moving forwards here. Looking for perhaps another surround. Doesn't want to go into that heavy setup location though. There's so many siege tanks, so many Widowmines available in that location. And I don't blame him for going away again here until he has that higher technology going to be available for him. The Corruptors right here now all being popped out. Where's the greatest spy? There is the greatest spy. There it is. So he's going to be able to make those Brood Lords as soon as he clears up a little bit of supply here. How many workers does he have? Oh wait, let's look over here actually. 86. 86 workers. Alright, this should clear out some supply for him. That should be absolutely marvelous. Actually, he doesn't have enough units to really clear this out. There's quite a lot of Mutalisks still available. Perhaps he should have tried to trade those Mutalisks at an earlier point in this game. Good Fungals though, going down right on top of those Marines. The Marines in trouble. And the Mutalisk absolutely devastating this Terran forest now. Alright, needs to watch out for the Widowmines, of course. They do have those drilling claws. So they are invisible until they are revealed. Oh, please don't. Oh my god, that was massive. Alright, that's a lot of links being killed off there. Psych now. I don't know if this is a good force really to still be pushing out with. Not really killing any drones anymore. Or, yeah, not trading out efficiently either at all, is he? Look at that. Actually, alright, he traded out pretty efficiently. It's still kind of equal in that sense. But, of course, the Zerg player has now 6 bases as to the Terrans 4 bases. So, definitely, we are seeing Psych slowly but surely fall behind. And yeah, empty. There were no Brute Lords out yet, and that was because he was fully supply blocked. So he couldn't make them until he traded out some of his army. Because they do require a little bit of extra supply as opposed to those Corruptors that they start out with now. Brute Lords are coming into the 4th base, looking for that damage, looking for that final blow, and it might just be the case. I mean, this is going to be very difficult for Psych to actually deal with. Has to repair the Planetary Fortress, but that's going to be an endless repair without any end in sight here. Those Broodlings are going to just keep on coming down, and now Fungal as well, most likely, right on top of those SCVs. Very nicely done. So all those SCVs do go down and pretty much immediately, and there goes the Planetary as well. Psych trying a Hail Mary with this final bit of forces, trying to deal some economic damage as well. And actually, the Green Zerg taking the bait here, marching back across the map. Going back around again, and now after taking, well, dealing quite a lot of damage here actually. Even the 3rd base doesn't have anything. If he does clean out his Terran Force, I suppose he still wins anyway, right? It's so he's in such a demanding lead here that not much can go wrong for our Green Zerg player here. Our Green Zerg player, I think he may have done it. He may have lost those 2 bases, but he killed 2 bases of his own, and there it is. GG being called. Striking back 2-3 right now. We are kind of seeing a reverse sweep in action here, guys. Perhaps for a moment, Psych being on match point for so incredibly long, and now slowly but surely we are seeing our Zerg player making a comeback. Very, very well done there. Alright, we are going to have to rotate back into Europe again. As I do that, I will try my best to get this this thing shown that was asked of me. There it is, okay. So, can I see just this one? Ah, it's fine, this is fine. Alright, let's put it over here. Am I not in the right lobby on this one anymore? Apparently it made me leave that lobby. Interesting. Oh wait, I'm here. Did I switch to the wrong server? Did we not go back and forth anymore? Am I making a mistake here? Switch back. We're switching back. Anyway. Yeah, so this is the... There you go. This would be the thumbnail for golden minerals. And this time we have Battle Mech, so it shows a little cyclone here with like episode 1. Explained by Vindicta. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It looks so cool. It looks alright. Oh, going back to this screen. Ooh, close call, close call. I should use this picture. Why? Fast, you know how long I spent on creating that? Now you're telling me I should do it differently. Making me really sad, man. What do you mean, use this picture? How should I use this? That's how thumbnails work. By using his picture? What do you mean? Why? I used the picture of a cyclone. I think that's a good enough picture. I hope. No? Is that not good enough? Is that just unclear or something? Oh my god, I have a really itchy back. I can't reach it. Distractions coming across. Anyway, next game. Mum's the word. Where should I use this picture? Gonna go back to this real quick, alright? Just tell me, right? Take a look. Take a look, right? This is it. So you're saying I should replace this with his picture. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, right? Right, in the bottom left corner of the map, we have a green Zerg player. A combination of... How am I going to get both in there? That's not possible. It's going to become unclear. We have in the bottom left corner of the map a green Zerg player. He's the green Zerg player from the United Kingdom. In the top right side of the map, we have the orange Terran player. He is known as the orange Terran player to keep things fair. Oh, look at this. He's up to his old shenanigans again. Now, this worked out very, very well previously, a lot of the time, right? He already won 2 maps off the back of this strategy. The green Zerg player was a little bit in a tightrope situation there. He might be again, but it looks like he's gonna have his Zerglings a little bit earlier this time. Actually, no, I might have spoken too soon. I'm not sure if those Zerglings are any type of earlier this time. I agree, Tokon. Thank you. Thank you for having my back here. I would say as well that another picture would clutter the thing. And I do agree. Well, I'm not sure if you agree, actually, if it should be the picture or if it should be the... Yeah, these links are quicker, right? They are definitely in a good position here to hold. Getting right on top of those Marines. Already killing off 2 Marines, and now also still being on top of that bunker. Oh, that bunker is so close to finishing, but there goes the last SCV. So, it looks like it's actually a really good hold here. So far, at least, and look at this, actually not behind that much on his worker count this time either. So absolutely doing wonderful this time. Realizing that it might happen again and adjusting his strategy, playing it a little bit safer, getting that spawning pool a little bit quicker, and look at what is happening now. Absolutely amazing, actually losing most of his Zerglings as well, so still dealing with this rather well. The Marines are, of course, still forcing out more Zerglings, but at the same time, the worker count not too bad. As opposed to, like, the previous games that we did see. This is pretty good. It's a good hold. Things have stabilized. A little bit. There's still Marines here, but, of course, there's 2 Queens, there's Zerglings. There's creep nice and far out over here, so the Zerglings or the Marines can't really push too far towards the hatchery. I think this is pretty much held and dealt with. And of course, as I say that, they march forward and kill off all the drones in the natural base. Right, killing off 4. Yeah, I'd say that's still a pretty good hold. Sure, let's call it a great hold. Berserk, how you doing, buddy? What's up, my friend? I don't know what you're saying, but I'm sure it looks very positive. Okay, now... Both barracks, again, flying both barracks backwards. Of course, the barracks not doing a great... not having done the greatest of jobs in this time. And oh, I like this now that we are seeing those 2 quick evolution chambers coming down as well. This might be the first time that we are seeing the Zerg player being ahead in upgrades this way. The melee and carapace armor upgrade as well. Donde este Vindicta? No, I'm not Vindicta. I am Kozan. I don't think Vindicta is... yeah, well, he might still have this on somewhere in the background, but I do believe he's playing a game himself as well, you know. You just can't sit still and watch StarCraft being played. He has to play StarCraft himself, you know. He's one of those guys that just gets the jitters when he's watching StarCraft, you know. I get the jitters when I'm watching StarCraft too, but different kinds of jitters. And I'm just like, alright, well, let's just watch StarCraft 2. And I get excited because I'm watching StarCraft 2. He gets excited because then he wants to start playing StarCraft 2. I'm sure that was your... I hope that somehow, some way answers your question. Probably not. Anyway. We're not going to bother with it too much. We have the +1/+1 now on the way. A very nice early upgrade here. I believe the layer is also, there it is, layer already done as well. A good healthy amount of work is still available for the green Zerg player. And the orange Terran right here still is looking for a little bit of damage. Of course, those Hellions and, well, maybe a Viking as well. Might still be able to find some form of damage. The Viking a little bit hesitant on which balloon to pop. Not really getting to make up his mind here. Alright, the Hellions trying their best to get into a good position as well. And actually kind of losing everything here. Losing the Hellions, losing the Viking. And now just being kind of stuck in his own base with the 2 siege tanks. And, well... he's gonna try to fly out with the medevac. Is there already a spire here? Alright, no spire yet. Alright, we have seen the spire being created a couple of times, but of course with the double evo chamber upgrades and also of course the baneling nest speed upgrade, centrifugal hooks, I believe it's called, and it's gonna cost up a lot of gas, so deciding not to go for those mutalisks at this time. Psych, on the other hand, now marching forward. Actually, that's a lot of barracks. Oh, there's more barracks being produced. And wait, where is your third base? Psych! Psych just gonna go for it with a big heavy attack over here. Not building a third base behind this. No, and usually you do see the Terran move out around this time. But then that usually is at the time where he is securing the third base. Now... the green Zerg doesn't have eyes anymore on that other potential third base location. Oh my dear lord, this is going to be big. This is enough Zerglings, I feel like, to really deal with this. The banelings coming in as well. Need to have perfect target firing on top of those banelings. Please be able to... oh my dear lord, that was not enough. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble. There are more marines stimming in here, coming forwards. There's a lot of lings spawning though at the same time. And they do buy enough time for the rest of the Zerglings to get there as well. A couple of marines in the main base are gonna get cleaned up too. It seems that way. Yes. Now there's one more siege tank that did join the fray with a couple more marines as well. And now... well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Okay. Things are calming down. Only 2 workers have gone down so far. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. Still kind of equal, but you definitely want to see this go into the favor of the Terran, of course, because he's behind economically. And, well, that was not a favorable trade, let me tell you. I think the series might be gonna get tied up again. And, oh my dear lord. You know what, sometimes when you say stuff like, oh, we're gonna see a reverse sweep, well, you don't really mean it, you know. You're like, well, this is not really a lot of fun, is it? We're just gonna go into a final game here, and then it's gonna be 4-0, and then it's just gonna be the end of things. But... this time, look at this. We might actually be getting into the final map of this series. Game number 7. I mean, the green Zerg in an absolute marvelous spot here. And looking like he will take it, honestly. Good creep spread, good amount of workers, good amount of Zerglings as well. This siege tank over here a little bit... I feel like this is a little bit desperate, honestly. Trying his best to target down those banelings as much as possible. Now moving into the third base again. Really trying to find as much economic damage as possible, but... I don't know. I don't know if this is enough. I don't think that it is. Well, a lot of links are being killed here actually because of that good positioning, but the pickup wasn't in time there. And now we are seeing the bases of the Terran being dried up. This 2 base all-in might be getting to a close right here with this final push of Marines and 1 more siege tank. As long as there's a couple of banelings here available, I feel like Mr. AsTeR would be absolutely perfectly fine holding this. Alright. And this might be it, very much so, guys. That's so many banelings available. It's on the creep. And there goes the siege tank as well. This is it. These are the final moments for our Terran player. The Zerg army is just gonna march forward, I feel like, and crumble the final resistance available here. The slow zone, actually the slow zone doing quite a bit here. Good pickup as well. What's this about? How long is he gonna be in the bathroom for? What is this? Let's trash talk fast here, guys. So how big is his poop gonna be? Okay. Fine. I thought it was gonna end there as well, honestly, but it isn't. Can't he hold it up a little bit longer? Is that not the thing? Anyway, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be back in time. Psych, such a madman fighting on the creep. Yeah, that was absolutely abysmal. Not the best location to fight, but then again, there's so much creep in every direction, right? If he pushed here, there would have been creep. If he pushed here, it would have been on creep. Everywhere he goes, there's creep. He just isn't able to push it all backwards, and now the Mutalisk might be able to start flying circles around him as well in these spaces. And, well, being kind so far. Lucky Panda taking it. Right, yeah, yep, I agree. Big drop again in the main base here. Trying his best to stick into this, and actually, let's see if this Widowmine gets a good clean hit. That's a lot of links going down, in fact. But still, though, those Mutalisks are very high in numbers. There is a new third base that has been established here for Psych, though, but... well, honestly, I think the Green Zerg hasn't expanded as much as he wanted to either, right? Just being continuously busy, walking around back and forth, trying to deal with these drops, but in come the bannings. If these do get good connections, oh my dear lord. Oh, that's good splits though, targeting them down. Still a lot of Mutalisk available. There's a little clump of Marines. That's not going to be enough against this amount of Mutalisk with the Zergling as well as a contributor factor. More banelings being produced, and this is kind of a low eco game, but still AsTeR really seemingly in a marvelous position here. It needs to be right. Yeah, Tokon, I feel the same way. It's GG, right? But I said a couple of times now, and it's just not yet. Psych sticking in this, doesn't want to let it go to the final match of this series. And then again, of course, we can see everything that is going on, and he cannot. So, you know what? I don't blame him. There must have been games, right, where you felt like, oh man, I'm just completely dead here. And then somehow, some way, just by being continuously aggressive, you just suddenly realize the Zerg, wait, hold up. He doesn't have as much as I actually expected him to have, but this might actually be too much to handle here. That's a lot of banelings rolling into the planetary and the Marines as well. GG immediately being called. Right, there it is. Yeah, that panda, I don't know how long that panda needed, but some sort of panda. Well, I guess you do have to go into the woods, of course, being a panda, no. Right, and then as a panda you would have to dig a little hole, and then you would have to do the business, right? Yeah. Anyway, alright. Guys, don't forget, there is a link in the chat as well. If we go to the Maturino page, look at that. I had to take a drink as well. You go to sign in, you say either whatever you want over here, whatever you have logged in already on that same browser, right? And then you say okay, and then you say contribute. You put the coupon code here, Alpha B07, not to be mistaken by B007. And it looks like Lucky Panda already is back in the game, so that is a wonderful thing for us. Alright. All Maturino codes have been used up. Alright, well, that's fine. There goes my efforts out the window, isn't it? Don't even know I'm trying. Absolutely useless. Alright, well. We're hopping into game number 7. It's game number 7, guys. What in the world is going on? We thought this was going to end in a 4-0. No, sir. Mr. AsTeR has something to say about it. In the top left corner of the map, the green Zerg. I'm trying my best here, guys. Please don't tell me I'm saying it wrong. I'm really trying. I don't think I am, though. But anyway. The green Zerg. It's AsTeR. It's like a disaster for me. AsTeR, right? I don't know. Anyway, his opponent going up 3-0 at the start and now doing the same strategy once more. They've helped him out quite nicely. Oh, thank you so much, Gamer Richie. Going up 3-0 and now in a little bit of trouble. Both players now on match points. It's the orange Terran player. He is Psych. Look at this. Look at this. The filth continues on. This is the 4th time we are seeing this take place. And we are not seeing a very quick spawning pool here. We are seeing an 18 gas and a 17 pool coming down. And, well, the barracks is almost done here. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tight. Oh, my dear lord. He saw it. He saw it happening with his overlord here. He realizes this is his moment. Can he hold on? That spawning pool is still so far away from finishing. Oh, that is a safe bunker, though. That will definitely help. That first bunker being further away. Drones, though, are being pulled still. That is quite difficult to still hold, of course. Now the drones, one of them gonna go on top of that SCV, the other one's trying their best to kill off the Marines before they get into a good position. Already killing off one SCV though. That is a good start. That is a really good start. Almost killing off the second SCV too. Should split up his drones. Can he get it here? Oh, the SCV does get away for now. Actually, I spoke too soon. That last final drone, the absolute hero here, killing off the final SCV. Now that means there's no bunkers gonna be available for this Marine push. That's absolutely massive. And in come the Zerglings. The Zerglings are gonna be able to deal with this. And although a lot of drones did go down trying to send those SCVs into oblivion, it's not as bad as we saw before. It's still a lot of Zerglings that should be able to deal with these Marines. And this time as well, AsTeR waiting for that Queen to be available as well. Poking away with the Zerglings together. Taking down the Marines. And it's looking pretty good right here for AsTeR. AsTeR doing his job. Wonderful. And that was an absolutely marvelous hold there. Controlling those drones. Killing off that final SCV with his final worker drone there. I'm not sure where that worker went, but I think it went back home again. I hope. Yeah, it went back home again. It survived completely. There's only 5 worker kills in total. So that means it did actually somehow manage to walk around all the way again back into AsTeR's main base. Now, that's a lot of links, but of course there is no low ground command center. There's Hellions being created though by Psych on top of the high ground here. And again, Psych sending both those barracks back home. Doesn't send one in to see whether or not there's a lot of links coming in or not. Just kind of, you know what, just kind of crossing his fingers and hoping for the best here. Can Psych now continue on the series? Can he still eke it out, even after not dealing the amount of damage that he was originally looking for? I hope so for him. It was so close for so long. He was on that match point, but now AsTeR bringing it back to a 3-3 in this best of 7, and game 7 now going on, of course. AsTeR, is he gonna do it? The Baneling Nest is under construction. Creep spread once again is absolutely marvelous. And Viking doing its thing as well. Let's check out where it's gonna go. Up here, it's gonna go down there, and then it's gonna go back down again. It's really trying its best to find these overlords here. Wow, that is quite a journey for that Viking laid out there. It's quite a traveling experience for Hellions, trying their best here to get some creep tumors. Need to be careful, seeing that there is a third base that is being produced. Is being bred here. Oh my dear lord, that's a perfect surround with those Zerglings on top of those Hellions. Everything going wrong now for Psych. Psych in a lot of trouble. Even the Viking only finding one Overlord kill. I think AsTeR actually adapted very, very nicely against the playstyle of Psych. He's sticking to that +1/+1 as well. Again, he isn't sending out as many Overlords across the map, so that Viking isn't able to get as many pickoffs. So already saving a lot of money with that as well. The Lynx are doing a wonderful job as well. Killing off the Hellions, killing off the Marines. And this might be... Oh, wow. Cranky Ducklings raiding us with 16 people. Thank you so much, dude. That's a lot of ducks. Oh. We are in the final match, though, of this best of 7 series. We saw Psych go up 3-0. And somehow, someway, AsTeR fighting his way back here. Tying up the series again, and now looking like he might take it. The entire reverse sweep, it might be occurring here. That queen is actually in a little bit of trouble. But that Liberator as well, not going to be able to pick off as many drones as he really wants to. Alright, it's going to take a while, of course, for that Sport Crawler to burrow, but... Alright, that should be the end of these shenanigans. Alright, Marines and 2 tanks. This is going to be the big push again, coming out of Psych. There's no... Well, oh, wait, there's 1 medevac supporting this. 2 more medevacs on the way. That's going to help out a lot, honestly. Going to be able for those Marines to actually stim in and out of combat a couple of times that way, of course. A single Zergling trying his best to scout out what is going on here. Now, +1/+1 is about to finish here for the Zerg as well. And +1/+1 isn't even on the way yet for Psych. Psych, we saw him take that +1/+1 a lot as well. This time not going for the armor or the weapons upgrade. Just going in for mass amounts of Marines. This is a big all-in of 2 base again. Oh my dear lord, he needs to watch out for those Banelings still. Centrifugal hooks, very far away from finishing here. Those Banelings just slowly waddling. There's 2 siege tanks providing cover as well. This siege tank now leapfrogging forwards. The Marines are trying their best to stay spread out as much as possible against these Banelings. And Psych a little bit on the clock here. Needs to be careful as soon as more of those Banelings show up. It's going to be so dangerous. Especially with it big of a spread. In come the Banelings. That is so many of them. Right, the siege tanks again forcing them backwards. Now the Marines more going forwards again. Oh, Baneling speed is almost ready now. It's almost there. AsTeR, can he hold on long enough? Can he keep this base up? That would be absolutely massive. The Banelings need to be shot down by the siege tank. Good target fire there coming out for Psych. Psych still has quite a couple of Marines here. The Banelings, oh, can they finally hit there? Alright, only 6 Marines remaining here, but not that many Zerglings either. Alright, there's more Zerglings now rearing their face. Can Psych still get this base? Can he do it? Friendly fire coming down from the siege tanks. Alright, one siege tank does have range on top of that hatchery, and it goes down. Alright, that is a nice pick off there for Psych, but it's not enough, of course. He is behind this. Actually, alright, he is making his command center and now also adding his 2 engineering base. Oh my dear lord. More ducks are appearing as we speak continuously. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Here we go. That is some great stuff coming out of Psych here. Finding the damage that he needs to. Tying up the base count again. Now, AsTeR is behind this, of course, also still getting his +2/+2. That's going to be absolutely massive as soon as that finishes off. Because Psych is just foregone his upgrades for so long now. It's going to be quite dangerous for him in this situation. But this relentless aggression, actually, there's no Banelings actually now available. Oh my dear lord, is Psych going to get another base kill here? That would be something else entirely. Oh, okay, the siege tank unfortunately unprotected. The Marines now coming backwards. Gonna try to deal with the links as much as possible. One Baneling coming in. The Baneling needs to get target fired. Okay, still managing to get a good connection. Another siege tank showing up though. Psych is pushing back with a vengeance. Oh, that +2 attack has finished up for the links, but is it gonna matter though? I think Psych may have eked out his victory here now, going forwards into the natural base. Has he done it? Getting in an absolutely marvelous position. You cannot kill these Marines now anymore with just links. You need Banelings. GG is called. Psych taking the incredible victory. Oh my dear lord. That got so incredibly close in the end there. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, what in the world? Oh, we almost saw an entire reverse sweep occurring there from AsTeR, and then unfortunately, well, unfortunately I have to say, I mean, it would have been amazing, right? But Psych then getting all his Marines back in a row, his eggs in a basket. I don't know what else, how you could call this. This is absolutely wild. Just barely killing off that first hatchery there, the third base, and then going forwards again and managing to eke out a victory there. Absolutely wonderfully done by Psych. Congratulations to him, and well, that would be the end of this best of 7, guys. Psych takes the final W. Congratulations to him. Thank you all for watching as well. I very much appreciate it. I've been really Kozan. You can find me more often on this channel, mostly as well, casting things. Sometimes I cast on my own channel, really Kozan, or you can find me on Twitter as well. There I'll just try to update you as much as possible when and where I will be found. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for Faz as well, of course. We're gonna stick with the phase. Oh, thank you so much. Alright, anyway. It's kind of sad that it ended right as we got raided, though. That was the final map of the best of 7. Would have been pretty cool if we could have kept it going, but top stream, Cousin. Thank you so much, dude. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. I hope I gave you some enjoyment tonight, and thank you again for joining me here. It always feels a lot better, you know, hanging out with other people than just watching StarCraft on your own. And well, I hope we enjoyed some StarCraft together here. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll be signing off, and I'll be back tomorrow. Will I be back tomorrow? Let me check my schedule, actually. What's my next stream? I think it's tomorrow. And I think it's gonna be... Oh, right. I have Innovation versus Sparting tomorrow, dudes. That's the finals for the Blazing series. And it will be on Afrika TV. So that is BJ. I don't know why they chose those 2 letters. Anyway, bj.afrika TV. .com/alphaxsc2. Let me try to find that. Actually, I'll put a link somewhere. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Yeah. We'll have a best of 7 between the innovation and parting. That will be occurring at... Let me take a quick glance. I put it up here on my Twitter. It will be on at 13:30, so 1:30. Is that 1:30 or is that 2? I think it's 1:30. Yeah, it's 1:30. It's a weird time to start, but anyway, it starts that time, and we will be watching Innovation, a great Terran player that we all know and love, versus Parting, a best of 7, another best of 7, and it will be in the finals. So make sure to tune in for that one. Everyone, a huge shout out still to our sponsors as well, GameStop and 24-Hour Fitness. Thank you for supporting the esports scenes. Very much appreciated, guys. Go check them out. Have a good one. I'll be signing off. Talk to you later. See you next time. Bye-bye. Kisses. And love. And all that good stuff. Alright? Everything positive. That's all.